everybody, welcome back to our vlog show. Today we want to talk about how to live during this hard economic time. My topic of focus is about the food prices in regards to our lifestyle as human beings. So we realize that currently, today, I'm taking this vlog. I'm in western part of Kenya. As at yesterday, when I visited our local markets here just to purchase some basic food items, I learned that the cost of bread for quite some time has been 60 shillings. The cost of unmilled maize is 130 per kg, per 2 kg. The cost of a tin of groundnuts is around 500 shillings. And this, when you compare to how it was in the recent past, there has been a lot of change. The prices have really gone high, and we are really feeling the heat, you know, as parents or as people who have people who depend on them. And so it calls for thinking of how we can survive, and that's the reason I'm making this vlog, because at the end of the day, we have to eat healthy. We have to make sure that we bring up healthy families who have access to these same expensive basic commodities. So I would like us to define what a lifestyle is. Lifestyle, to me, lifestyle change, as we've always been encouraged to embrace good lifestyle change in terms of how to prevent or how to manage the diseases that we already have, is making a lifestyle commitment, a lifelong commitment to live going by certain rules in regards to the foods we eat. For instance, if we embrace the use of whole foods, by whole foods, I mean the foods that we get directly from our farms. And when I tie it with the hard economic time right now, where when you go to the shop with 1,000 shillings, your food basket will be just somewhere right below there, not even half. So I want us to embrace the use of food products, the ones that are locally available from our markets. And with that, I'm focusing on promoting the consumption of root tubers, especially for breakfast. Let's talk about the yams, the potatoes, the cassavas, you know, all those that require just boiling. They are not much processed, and maybe a little addition of something like salt just to make it a little tasty, and that's good to go. It does not require much from us, that, you know, the spices that we need to use to cook it, or the method of cooking it is not so, you know, involving, and even in terms of saving on the money that you have. So I would really recommend that that we promote the use of these things. I'm not saying that I'm stopping you from consuming the commercialized breakfast foods, because the commercial people who sell them or people who produce them are also producing them to make money or to do business with them. But during this time that we find it hard to afford those kind of foods, I'm just bringing to your attention that we have all these other foods that have been ignored for quite some time. The root tubers, the ones that are locally available from our farms, you can eat them to still achieve the same desire, that is maybe filling your stomach or getting the better nutritional value out of them. Another thing that I would really bring to our attention is the method of cooking in relation to the cost of these basic food items in our current market. I would really want us to embrace boiling as one of those cooking methods that would really save you from using a lot of oil. When you just boil food, and I mean by boiling, you have to select those foods that are really good with boiling. For instance, fish, you can just boil. It doesn't mean I don't mean you just boil it with water. You can enrich it with your the farm spices, the agriculturally produced spices like the pepper, the coriander, the green bell peppers, you know, the eggplant. You can onions and tomatoes, you can still add them to your food, and then you just put water and then a little salt with no much oil, because you realize that the proteins, the animal proteins, they normally have their fats that come with them, and then we normally end up adding some fat in it during the process of preparing it, like when frying, or just in our ways of cooking, baking or grilling or something. But with boiling or with these other methods that do not require much use of oil, you'll realize that you'll still have a sweet food, you know, sweet that everyone in the family can eat, but in the end you've used so much, so little, oil. So I'd like us to embrace those kind of, specifically boiling, especially for meat, fish products. Just boil and add onto it the spices, the plant spices on it, and it is good to go. It will save you from using a lot of oil, which in the end the health experts advise us not to use, because it clogs our system. It brings with it some other conditions that requires other management, medical management, which you can still avoid if you just embraced this simple method of cooking. So with that, it's a hard time. Our president in the nearby country, Uganda, our Ugandan president, was advising his citizens that instead of us complaining that the cost of living has gone high, the cost of bread has gone high, why don't we just shift our tact and embrace the use of these locally available foods to still live in this hard economic time, and will be still living healthy, and it will stick with us for quite some time, so that even when the food prices go down in the market, the idea of eating healthy shall have stuck with us, and we'll be able to make informed decisions moving forward. I'm aware that for you to inculcate in you a new habit is something you have to practice for about 21 days for it to become a habit, if you want something to become a habit. So since you're not used, many of us are not used to this issue of not consuming the commercialized products, let us make it a habit. Let us get used to eating these tubers, the cereals, the legumes, the plant produce. There's this group of people who are normally affected by certain species of beans. If you want to be consuming any type of beans, learn how to cook it fast, in a friendly way, in a stomach friendly way, that you will be able to consume any legume, any cereal without it causing you much a problem in your stomach. So if you want to know more about that, stay tuned and watch my next vlog. As for now, I'm encouraging you to divert attention and consume much of whole plant foods, tubers, fruits and vegetables that are not processed. Do little of commercial foods to save your pocket, because you need that money to do other things. We are not only buying food. So that is all that I have to share with you now. Let's focus. Let's save our lives by consuming these whole foods, as the economy has put us to adapt. Thank you very much. Subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. In my next video, I'll be teaching about how to consume the cereals and legumes without them causing as much problems, because I've learned that some of us are very selective in terms of the legumes we eat. You realize that there's this whole variety of legumes that are sold in the market, but each and everyone has a preference as to why they're eating this and not that, because of the stomach, of the problems they cause in our system. So let's learn how to consume all types of beans, all types of other cereals in my next vlog. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more nutritionally educative videos. Thank you.